Hey guys, Cece back with another video, and today's video is going to be the 5 palettes that I recommend for fall. Your first time watching me or my channel, make sure you go ahead and click that subscribe button. Also make sure you click the little notification bell so you can always be notified of all of my future videos, because you never want to miss a single upload. On top of that, be sure to follow me on Instagram at YvetteLuvsBeauty, as well as my family vlog channel right here on YouTube at Bradley TV. So you guys are always hitting me up everywhere on YouTube, on Instagram, everywhere, and asking me what are some of my favorite products. And so I thought I would bring you guys some of my favorite products for this season. I just did my 5 favorite foundations just a few weeks ago actually. So if you guys haven't seen that video, I will link it up there so you can check it out. But today I thought I would do eyeshadow palettes. I have way too many eyeshadow palettes. I think I'm gonna do another declutter really soon, because my eyeshadow palette collection has gotten out of control once again. But I find myself dipping into these 5 like for the last probably month and a half. These are the 5 that I have just been dipping into, and I haven't really been touching any other palettes. So I just wanted to mention them. None of them are new. One is kind of new, but none of them are really that new. I just thought I'd show you guys what I've been using, and if you don't have these palettes, you're totally missing out. I don't think you need every single one of these palettes to make an amazing collection, but if you just have one of these, I think you're gonna be great. Every single one of these can make a complete look for you, and several complete looks, I should say. Like you'll get endless use out of all the palettes that I'm gonna show you, and I just think you guys will love them. So if you wanna see the 5 palettes that I've been using and living and dying over, then definitely stay tuned. So let's start with number 1. This palette right here, I actually just got a few weeks ago, but I haven't been able to keep my brushes out of them. And it is the Huda Beauty Topaz Obsessions palette. If you guys didn't see my October Ipsy and BoxyCharm video, I will link it in the cards. But I did show this palette because I did get this in the mail through Ipsy. I think it was in the Ipsy box. So you guys already know my obsession with these palettes. They're amazing, they're beautiful, they're blendable, they're pigmented. They're everything you could want in this little compact packaging right here. I have so many of these sitting over there on my makeup drawers, and I just love these. This one especially I think is amazing for fall. Does that not just scream fall, with the mustard yellow and the deep brown, all the golds, the rust colors? Like, they're just my favorite. I love these palettes, and this one is no different. So if you guys don't have any of these Huda Beauty palettes and you're looking for a good palette for fall, try the Topaz Obsessions palette because it's amazing. Now the next one that I'm going to show you guys, I think you guys probably can already guess it will be in this video. This is the newer palette, but it's still available. You can still get your hands on it, and it is Miss Jackie Aina's palette by Anastasia Beverly Hills. So this is truly one of my favorite Anastasia Beverly Hills palettes. You guys know I have an obsession with those palettes as well, and this has truly become one of my favorites. Like, ever since I've gotten it, I haven't been able to put it down. This palette is amazing. First of all, not only for fall and winter, but for women of color. The vibrant and rich tones in this palette, and just the way the color palette was put together, I think it was beautifully done, and I'm just kind of obsessed with this palette. Like, if I were going to put together a makeup palette, it would look something similar to this. I would have probably added a black, but other than that, it would probably look something similar to this. These colors are rich, they're vibrant, and they're just amazing on the eyes. Obviously, Anastasia has some amazing shadow quality, and I just would be remiss if I didn't mention this palette. I do have one drugstore option in this video, and this is the Profusion Sienna's palette. I've also talked to you guys about this palette before. I haven't mentioned it in a while because I haven't used it until recently. I hadn't used it in a while, and then when fall came around, I kind of pulled it out and I was like, why did I ever put this palette down? Like, this is one of the most beautiful, like, warm tone palettes that you will ever see at the drugstore. Not only that, but this huge ass palette is what, $10 or $15? It's really, really cheap, but the shadow quality is just amazing. The brand Profusion blows me away every single time I try one of their eyeshadows, because the eyeshadows, I just can't believe they cost such a little amount of money when they're so amazing. Like, I can't believe it. Eyeshadows are, again, pigmented, they're blendable. That's definitely the theme of this video. I try to only use eyeshadows that make me happy, that are pigmented and blendable, and this definitely fits the bill. And it just has a nice range of colors. Like, you get this yellow, you have these golds, but then you also have like these like pinky tones and rose tones. No really dark brown in here, but I'm kind of a fan of the really dark brown and the black in a palette. That really pulls it together for me, but I know everybody doesn't need that, so this could definitely be a complete palette for you. So for palette number 4, I chose another like cult favorite palette, I feel like, and this is the Urban Decay Born to Run palette. This is one of the best palettes that Urban Decay has ever come out with. I'm like over the whole Naked series from Urban Decay, but when they came out with this, it was funny because I was actually late to the party on this palette. I didn't get this palette until months after it came out, and when I finally got it, I was like, girl, what were you waiting on, honey? Okay, this is one of those palettes that you like, just amazing for year round. I mean, it has like some of your jewel tone colors over here. You have your brown, you have your black, you have your deeper brown, but then you have like some of your warmer colors here, and your rust tones and your golds and your beige and some purples. And so you just get a nice variety of shades. You can make so many looks with this palette. I mean, the possibilities with this baby are endless. This is one of the palettes that I tend to pick up when I travel. Like, this is the one that I'm like, when I take a palette to travel, this one I've taken probably more than any other palette. And then I might throw like one of these little tiny palettes in there depending on what shades I think I'm gonna go with for my trip. But this baby, honey, this one comes with me when I travel because of the versatility of the palette. And then this mirror, baby, you don't get no better than that, okay? So I love this baby. Last but not least, I have the Natasha Denona Sunrise palette. I've also talked to you guys about this palette. I was using this a lot in the spring and some of the summer, but as I kept looking at it, like, I was gonna put it away for a minute, and then I used it on a few looks, and I was like, this palette's like perfect for the fall. Like, it's perfect for all year round. My only issue with this palette is, again, it doesn't have like a dark brown or a black, but I think it's meant to be that way. Other than that, I like this palette for the fall because of this side of the palette right here. Like, these shades right here just really give you everything you need, and then you can accent them with some of these golds and iridescent shades on this side of the palette. So I do still love this palette. Even now, I'm still using it. I think this was a great buy, and this was like the cheaper Natasha Denona palette, because usually her palettes are like $129, but this one I think was $65, which I think is actually a really, really great deal for this palette. Okay, I won't say a really great deal because $65 is still expensive, but for a Natasha Denona palette, which is giving you great shadow quality and just the most amazing buttery velvet shadows like you will ever try, I feel like for $65, for half the price of her original palette prices, I'm okay with paying it. So that is it, you guys. I hope you all enjoyed this video and my current top 5 palettes for the fall. If you guys want to see another top 5 video, let me know down below and I can bust that out for y'all too. Again, make sure you are following me on Instagram. That is also where I post a lot of product recommendations and a lot of my favorite products. So make sure you're following me there, and I think that's it. I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for watching and supporting my channel, and I'll talk to you in the next video. Bye, you guys.